is punished by not being what he is. Instantly, there's a punishment. Any moment you are not what you are, you're punished by yourself, longing for that to be what you are.
But how
This
is it
burning
possible
longing.
to be what you are?
What?
Is it possible at all to be what you are in this?
You cannot not be what you are, but you are,
Well,
by your almighty imagination that you have to become what you are not what you are. You are so almighty that even whatever you imagine to be, you are. And if you imagine to be separate from God, you suffer from separation. So you suffer by your own imagination, you cannot change it. So if you imagine to be born, you are born. I don't doubt it. Your almighty nature, imagining to be born, it becomes your reality. And now trying to get rid of that reality, you make it even more. You confirm that there is one, because he needs to be unborn. So whatever you do from now on, from this imaginary thing, you confirm that there is something to do. It's such a perfect trap, such an absolute trap you put yourself in. And so, as I said always in the beginning, you fall in love with the first image of yourself, and there the trap starts. Being in love with yourself, that's the biggest. But how can you not fall in love with yourself? Try not to fall in yourself. It's now too late. That's why it's called now it's too late, because now you're already in love. You experience yourself as a lover and the beloved. And now to end that, in oneness, you make it real. From this point of this love affair with yourself, trying to end it, you make it real. You imagine that you can only be in peace without that love affair. That by that you make it so real. And I sit here and tell you, you are in spite of it, you were in spite of it, and you will be in spite of it. So be in spite of it. There's nothing in for you. With or without, you are. In that peace you are never lost in that drama of Rama. So when there is Rama, God knows himself as Rama, there is drama. And then all the consorts of Rama and Shiva and Krishnas and all the stories. All a love story of God, a love story with himself. So it's his story, it's a consciousness story. Let him, and it will never end. So consciousness being in love is consciousness trying to know consciousness. So what? God trying to know God, but it's already a dream God. The realizer is already a real lie in the realization, but reality is unaffected from it. So be that what is always unaffected by anything. No consequence for you. So you're with and without all the dramas and the rest. So you have to rest in that what never needs to rest. And that rest of, there will never be any rest of all that love affair and dramas. That was the Indian drama, the biggest drama queens and kings ever. All the gods and fighting and doing and killing and
They say it as it is.
No, they just enjoy it maybe. They just make movies, Hollywood, Bollywood. It's all your movie. And sometimes it's a drama and sometimes a comedy. Sometimes divine comedy, sometimes divine drama, but I think that divine comedy is a drama. I have no idea.
Oh?
No. Why should I answer to Karl? He should call me, I don't, the one who
That
guru. No dog. Now you offend me even more.
Yes,
I'm not a sad guru. I'm neither happy guru or sad guru.
What about Jester at the court of Ramana?
So what?
Na am Hofe Ramana.
What? What?
I knew you would like it.
What did he say?
Jester at the court of Ramana. Jester at the court of Ramana. Zu Deutsch, ein Narr am Hofe Ramanas.
You can be called underwear, you can be called a piece of shit.
Oh, I'm sorry to insult you.
You can even call me being close to the whatever. That's the beauty of I can neither be offended or pleased by anything. So try harder.
I will. We know you will. My question was...
My question was...
the acceptance that I will always fail.
It's not, you cannot accept it.
Yeah, but...
You can only accept that you cannot accept it.
So that...
In the dream, that can happen, that you may accept that you cannot accept. That's the closest, but it's not good enough.
Is it death?
It's not good enough. Whatever you come up with is not good enough. Thanks God. Especially you. Whatever you do, whatever you come up with, whatever you succeed in, will not be good enough. It's all a piece of shit.
Right, this piece of shit is continuously failing.
It's a shit piece.
The shit piece, the ownership, whatever. Is it like, appears like death?
No, like this is ownership here. Ownership.
No,
it appears
the acceptance that I can't accept that I always have. Is it like death?
Whatever appears and disappears is shit.
Still, what I try to ask?
No, I don't have to even listen to your question. I just tell you whatever your conclusion, whatever you ask is shit questions and shit answers. And shit conclusions, no?
Just in case.
There's even just in case is shit. He always wants to find something what is not shit. Try harder. And then it becomes constipated and they only start shitting when it's hard enough. Then it's called like severe shit. Not a diarrhea shit.
Actually not. Like I have the feeling when I really fail, it feels like...
There is no real failing. There's not even a fake failing.
So maybe then I'm just trying to get something.
Of course you want to make a success story of failing. So you think by failing you succeed. You even make a failing, then you are a success story. This is not the failing I'm talking about. You're failing even in failing. The Hydra, You had to shot 1 and 10 coming out. That's normal. So if you're like a tree, if you cut it down, if you don't outroot it, it will grow even far bigger afterwards. That's like the mind, it's succeeding to calm down the mind, cutting it down to whatever. So how can you outroot the mind? You try very hard, but impossible. Try to outroot something what has no reality, which is not even there. You talk about something no one ever could present mind. Everyone talks about something, but no one could ever find it. If you really look for the mind, you cannot find the mind.
You know, in my language, we don't have the word for mind. It's all these spiritual books trying to...
it's like in Spain. In Spain, it's even worse. They have no word for awareness.
For what?
Awareness.
Awareness.
No word for awareness.
What is your language?
Hebrew. My birth language.
Hebrew is where the best beer comes from. It's a Hebrew. Only that beer is good enough to drink. I would choose the Hebrew beer.
It's very first
so Hebrew means God was brewing it. Hebrew. God brew the beer.
The beer.
Yeah, or whatever, the beer. The beer.
You wouldn't say that when you would come from Bavaria.
Why not?
Because they always believe they have
the best brewers were from Israel.
Yeah, but Bavaria doesn't believe that.
But I believe it. I say it especially in Bavaria. Because for me it's Bavaria. It's really Bavaria. October, we ever go to the Oktoberfest? Wow, how much? Wow.
Are you from Bavaria?
If I say no, then I lie. If I say yes, I lie.
Grew up in Hamburg.
Yeah, now you grew up in Spain.
I I'm south of Hanover.
And this is Bavaria?
No, that is a hangover.
Oh, no, that's not Bavaria. No, Bavaria.
Really, are you from Bavaria? No, huh?
Parts of me for sure, because I was eating some white sausages and things, and that's come from Bavaria. So some of me, this comes from Bavaria. So you are what you eat. Yeah, if you're in India, after a while you are out of India. All of that is, after 7 years, you are totally made in India. And you're an Indian sausage. Where do you come from? You do think because your Spanish is like your mother tongue or something that makes you Spanish. No, now you're living in India, you're more Indian, whatever. Now you're more like a dosa. Or thali. I think India is thali. All mixed up.
Spanish tapas.
Yeah, before he was a tapa, now he is a thali.
Yes, right.
Now he is a thali who makes tapas. You know what tapas are?
Tapas, where? Tapas bar here?
You know what tapas are? Exercises.
I know, tapas are, of course.
Yeah, but you eat them in Spain. That's the difference.
Tapas, I know tapas.
You eat tapas in Spain.
Yes.
Yeah, and here you practice tapas.
Yeah, I know.
So that's the difference
Yeah.
of being in Spain or in India.
Yeah.
So don't go to Spain and practice thali.
Yeah, Guruji, my Guruji was just make about me all the time, was fun of me doing, you were doing a lot of tapas in Spain, and now you are doing tapas in India. Always making fun of me with the tapas thing, I know.
I must have some similarities with your Guruji. Who was your Guruji?
Sri Sanatuni Sarat Babuji. He's a devotee of Shirdi Sai Baba. Shirdi Sai Baba. Shirdi
From Vrindavan.
Yeah, Giriprada.
From Shirdi. Yes.
From Vrindavan.
We have here
Two of them now.
Eh?
There are two of them on the...
No, only one.
No, there's two on the Girivaram.
There are two on the Girivaram, but
Yeah.
our is only one, the big one.
Yeah?
Yeah, what?
We saw him on Facebook.
Ah, yes, okay, that one.
It's a rich organization. They're building all these new places.
Yeah, but
Yes,
if you have Spanish disciples, worldwide. There's a lady who makes for Nityananda, she wants to make a meditation center or something.
Yes.
I saw.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Facebook.
In India, I like it. Everything is possible. Everything. Even a German sitting in TIRUVANNAMALAI talking about Ramana. So it cannot be imagined. You cannot write it before it happens. Being a farmer, a cowboy from a village, milking cows for 20 years and eating peyote for and having colorful milk coming out and all of that, and then sitting here in the bloody mountain and talking about what no one can talk about. That is not a madhouse. No? Unpredictable thing. Who can imagine that when you're...
Can never imagine.
Let's try it. What will happen when I'm all this?
That's all it is.
Yeah, we try to plan our life so carefully, and then the twists and turns that all of a sudden happen. And you're in a totally different place than what you thought you would be.
You plan your life, as in you pay into an insurance company and all of that, and retirement plans and things, and when life happens, you're not there.
right. That's right.
You were never there actually, but yeah, it's a debt insurance. It's called debt insurance.
Burial insurance now. That keeps coming up on my computer recently.
Yeah?
Yeah. But in the last 6 months. Yeah. Burial insurance.
Oh yeah, funeral insurances.
That's his burial insurance.
Or you turn back to age, so all of a sudden it turns on.
Yeah.
They look at Facebook at the birthday, and then from then on you get this.
Maybe.
I'm sure. Facebook is clever.
I tried to get off of Facebook. I mean, I don't use it. I can't get off.
No, once you are in, you cannot sign out.
I never posted anything, but I just peek at others, and I can't get off. I tried to get off. I can't get off.
I know another one. I'm not even in Facebook, but I watch through her Facebook.
Yeah. Since I can't get off, I watch others, but I don't want to get off. Burial insurance. In the last 6 months, burial insurance. I mean, who's the insurance? I can't think who's the insurance for?
For when you have kids or something that
I have no kids.
No, I mean like for people who have kids that they don't put the load on them or whatever. In Germany it's very common. You pay every month 20 euros a month and then for that.
But in India, you know, like in India.
Well, the wood gets more expensive.
It's very expensive.
It depends whether you want to be chucked in a ditch or whether you want to be burned properly. Someone's got
in the right place.
We'll just put a little piggy bank. This is for my burial.
Lately, the last 3-4 years, everyone who asked me, like my parent, my father or my sister, what should we do when you die, I tell everyone something else. I like confusion. And everyone is right. And they will fight for it. Karl told me he will be burned. No, Karl told me he wants to be buried next to his mother. No, Karl told me. And they're all right. They're all right. I exactly told everybody it's something else. And someone bring my ashes to the Ganga, and the other one I should be in Hamburg in the sea because it's like where the best song ever started.
Do they watch that video?
What?
Do they watch that video?
Who?
Your family?
My family. My sister comes to the talk sometimes. She was in India last year. She came here. She comes to Koh Samui, to Mallorca. Since her husband died,
He's talking about songs.
this is just in case. When you find it, it's over.
Talking about death.
No, it's like you try to find yourself, and then before you find it, it's over. The moment you're close to it, you are over. The finder is gone.
Is there a part of us that stays for the next lifetime? Or is there any memory?
Yes, the body is full of memory.
The body, but the body
Yeah, the
is
body continues. The body does not knows much more than you.
Yeah. But is there any part that is not in the body as a soul? That
Soul.
Soul.
Or just let's not call it a soul. Let's say
I'm undecided.
Back?
I'm undecided. In the dream, yes. In reality, not. In the dream, anything can happen. Even souls can happen. In the dream, anything can. Even the Dalai Lama, I believe him that he remembers 15 times or something. All shit happens in the dream. And he is even fed up. He doesn't want to become the 60s, at least not in India. He wants to be a housewife in America. Then he has more time to meditate about ending the wheel of reincarnation, because he's really fed up of reincarnation. And he's quite sick right now. Kind of trouble. So I wish him all the best of British luck. No, if even the Dalai Lama fails to get out of this, it's like the best. If all these bodhisattvas never made it, because even they cannot leave that. It's not like a bodhisattva out of compassion he is staying here. No, he cannot leave either. He cannot go either. Right. Even as a bodhisattva, there is no exit of what you are. So even if an enlightened one, bodhisattva, cannot leave what he is. What are we?
Imagine he becomes the wife of Jim Carrey.
He is already. I see.
When is great Ramana?
What?
When comes great Ramana?
Great Ramana. Yeah, when they asked Ramana, where will you go? What can we do? Where will we find you? I never came. How can I go? It's like wherever. How can I leave that what I? As I am that what never came and coming. How can I go and going? I am that. That is Ramana's answer. That is stopping the wheel of reincarnation, because in that nothing is ever incarnated. Nothing is ever born. There's many infinite experiences of birth, but nothing is ever born. That is ending the whole idea of reincarnation. Like, everyone who talks about reincarnation believes already that he is born. It's too late. There's only reincarnation because there's one now who believes to be incarnated. So it's a vicious circle. I talk only when I look at you.
You talk only when you look at me?
Yeah, I talk when you look at me.
Really?
Now he gets confused.
No.
So in that sense, in the dream, everything is there. Souls and things. In this Hollywood movies, infinite directors, infinite actors, but actually there's only one who gets always the Oscar, and that's consciousness. All the time, the winner is consciousness. All the time, the loser is consciousness. All the time. So all there is consciousness in a big play and in that play everything is possible. Even the impossible is possible. Even that you are in spite of the game you play is possible. So even the impossible is possible. Fantastic. But it's a loophole, they call it loophole. It's not needed and not wanted in that loop of time, roller coaster experience. That there's a loophole that maybe just by accident one drops out of it. Or not even dropping out of it. Resigning or something, whatever Ramana, this is possible. Normally it's not possible. It's not meant to happen and not needed to happen for a life. But it happens too. So even that what is impossible and not even needed. So that absolute non-happening, to be that what is never happening or non-happening, happens. So in that sense, I wouldn't wait for it. I would be inspired right now about all of that.
So in some sense, atheists are a little more on the mark.
Atheists?
Atheists that don't believe that there is anything.
No, they're quite a big believer community right now. They're making now gatherings of atheists. And they fighting the believers. There was one who killed 3 believers I think in Texas or something. An atheist who says all the wars comes from believers, from religion. So I kill all the people with religion. That's true. It was just half a year ago or something. And I was always, before I said, at least atheists don't kill people. But now the non-believers killing believers. And it's quite a strong community of non-believers. And if they start shooting, watch out. Then the Palestinians and Israel, it was just a piece of cake. When that starts, if the religion of non-religion starts shooting, wow, all the communists, they were like atheists.
Yeah. I know, I grew up an atheist. I grew up in a family of atheists.
Yeah, but even Mao was called an atheist, like killing all the culture thing. But for me, he was the only Buddhist in China.
Really?
Yeah. Because he killed all the false ideas of Buddha, all the culture, all whatever religion. He tried to kill at least. And actually, I would call Mao was more closer to Buddha than all the Buddhists before him. Yeah, it sounds strange, but I mean it.
Yeah, I'm trying to
He tried all the ideas that something has to be in that way, or that you can reach your Buddhahood by any, whatever, culture, cultures, or religions. So by killing all religions, he tried to show you that Buddha cannot be reached by anything. So you have to be the Buddha without religion. But if I say it, it's all the Rinpoches, it's all atheists. So, something more from the town? No? Okay, then I have another nut. I am nuts for nuts. Spain, something more.
Well, I don't know, but maybe I'm interested more in your personal life, if I can ask something.
But I don't guarantee if I lie or not.
I will, doesn't matter. That's
because I don't want to be bored by my own story, so I always invent something else.
Okay.
Now you can...
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, what about your relationship, with a girlfriend, with Charlotte, or if you can talk about it?
What's the sex like?
The answer is...
What's the sex like?
No, that doesn't matter, no.
No, the answer is fuck them all. No, the answer is fuck them all.
What,
if you have a girlfriend, fuck them all.
Figuratively or...
In all possible ways.
Can you extend a little bit more that sentence?
No, fuck them all.
Only that?
All the girlfriends I had sex. There was sex, so I fucked them all.
But what kind of relationship you had personally with them apart from that?
I fucked them all.
Wow. Something more?
No, I fucked them all. It's not enough. Is that not enough?
What about the foreplay?
It's already something.
Okay.
Fair enough.
That's what they want, that's what they get.
What do you love your girlfriends? Big question. All of them or some only?
All of them? No?
So what is your real question? Because this is just like a question. What is your relationship with your relations? I have no.
How you spend
I'm not related to my relations.
No, yeah, but how you spend when you are together? You spend the day with
I don't spend time because what is time in that sense? I could say, what is there to spend?
What do you do together?
Eating.
Eating.
What do you do normally in the day?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I know. Yes, it's a stupid question, I know.
It's like the same question, do you still shit or something?
Will sex be better when
Like
I'm not here?
do you still have to shit after eating? Like because people believe when you light comes out of your ass. I tell you, there are so many belief systems, so many ideas about what will happen after enlightenment or awakening.
Oh yes, all the time.
Huh? Prana eating, prana shitting, prana.
Well, my question was more simple than that. I was not thinking in those terms. I was thinking in some normal thing.
What?
We go to the Pradashina, we go to the bar, we see TV.
Pradashina?
We go, we see Facebook, I don't know.
Never go so far.
No.
Pradashina.
You stay in the house, you walk, or you talk, or
I
you
saw them
pray.
in the ashram, okay? I saw them in the ashram, okay?
A what?
They go to the ashram together.
You go to the, oh, nice.
I saw them there, okay?